mean, they just basically botched my name all 6 ways, 7, 10 ways that they could, and that was about it.
Okay,
Like,
cause
And
yeah.
speaking of your name, man, I'm sure you must get this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I I think it was in that same interaction we were talking about Denzel Whitaker. I'm like, isn't he Forrest Whitaker's son named after Denzel? and
Nope.
no, hey, and no, sorry if that was any offense to your family, your parents, your dad must be
I mean,
blaming somebody trying to take credit for his son. I'm like, but you guys have the name spelled the same way. Obviously, you were in Great Debaters, and you look like you could play his son. How has that been like navigating through your name and trying to like make a stamp for yourself while still like holding on? I don't know what to ask, but I know
yeah,
that.
I get the kind of the gist of it. It's how would I say? I don't really have an issue with it because number one, like we've done 2 films together, super cool. Honestly, one of the greatest dudes you can work with, like just the most kind, sincere actor, just so like devoted to his craft and his family. So like, dude, if that's what you want to compare me to, that's fantastic. And also too, my family, like I love my father, I love my mother. They know exactly who I am, and I always champion them. So it's never any confusion of who my actual parents are. I'm
Right.
quick to clear that up. But not to say that like if I was related to Forrest, it would be any different. You know what I mean? I don't personally have a relationship with Forrest, not that we know of. The only thing I can keep it 1,000% real with y'all is the last name Whitaker is a slave name. So we're descendants of descendants from someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
And
didn't
that's
want to take it that dark, but you went there, bro. You said it, so.
I mean, I'm not even taking that dark. That's history. That's real. Like
Right.
it is like that's just what it is. So, we connected somehow.
Yeah, I look at my last name all the time. It's Frierson, and there's a city in Louisiana named Frierson, Louisiana. So I always attribute it. It always comes up for me. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little bit dark for me. Anyway. Dark as I am, no, I'm playing. But what about
Wow.
but what about Denzel? I mean, we all chocolate brothers in the room, man. Chocolate love,
Yeah.
But
That's why we can have the conversation. It don't feel dark to me. That feels like history. You know?
But
Yeah.
as far as the name Denzel, so you were never named after Denzel or anything. It was just kind of a coincidence, or I mean, he was
So
popping. So
there's a small Oprah interview right after Great Debaters where I said I was not named after him. And there was a wonderful cheeky conversation we had backstage about that because my mom was like, you ain't named after Denzel. So Denzel literally comes up to me. He's like, listen, you're named after me. I said, why? He said, number one, my father's name is Denzel, but it's pronounced Denzel, and that's the original pronunciation of his father's name. So he was named after his father, but in order for his mom to basically separate the two, she called him Denzel. So he was like, pronunciation alone, number one, you named after me. Number two, I do find out that my mom named me after Denzel around the same time that Glory was coming out. It was around the same time she was thinking about naming for me. So, truth comes to light, but here I am on Oprah basically being like,
Ride nostalgia.